person here is head first. Kid, but you. Yeah, right now, bitch. I ain't got a problem with it, bitch. I ain't got a problem with it.
She's out of her mind.
I'm the wrong one, mother. Women like that, bitch. You do that.
For over a decade, Jackie Christie has been the focus of attention among basketball wives. Even the most loyal fans, however, are now saying that enough is enough. Jackie's drama is becoming tedious in real life and is no longer just TV gold. She has that awkward tension with her daughter, vacillates between people she loves, and manipulates her feelings. What, though, actually infuriated people this time? Keep listening, because what you're about to hear has the potential to permanently alter your perception of Jackie Christie. Jackie Christie has always been the wild card in Basketball Wives, as anyone who has watched the show from the beginning will know. Unpredictable, noisy, combative, and constantly in the thick of things. Now, however, things are different. Her former admirers are beginning to voice their opinions, and not in a positive way. Many people are asking, why is Jackie still on the show as they grow increasingly weary and irritated? In this video, we will discuss the rise and fall of Jackie Christie's reputation. Her behavior has changed from being amusing in the early seasons to making fans cringe in the most recent episodes, which is in addition to the typical drama with the other ladies. Oh no, we're exposing her tense relationship with her daughter, her constant need for control, and her shifting allegiances, which caused everyone to question her loyalty. You won't believe the behind-the-scenes comments made by the cast members or the online activism of fans. And trust me, reality TV has evolved beyond drama.
Spoke to me in front of my daughter, and this is what I'm not gonna do. Because that's my kid, and I'm not gonna get in the middle of something that's between two grown women. So don't drag me in. Y'all don't want me in the middle of it.
Now here you are trying to tiptoe around standing up for me. What are the chances that somebody could come for your child 3 days in a row and you have nothing to say until the last night? There's a lot of fake going on.
This is where things start to get interesting, because if Jackie continues in this direction, the consequences could be more severe than simply being disliked. They might spell the end of her Basketball Wives career. As we explain what's happening with Jackie Christie and why people on the internet claim they're simply sick of her, grab a cup of tea or a glass of wine and prepare yourself. We must examine Jackie Christie's initial rise to prominence on Basketball Wives in order to truly understand why so many fans are now against her. Jackie immediately made an impression when she made her debut on Basketball Wives LA in season 1. She was outspoken, unrestrained, and fiercely loyal to her family, particularly her husband, Doug Christie. Jackie became well known. The other wives and girlfriends appeared to blend into the background, but Jackie stood out. It was helpful to her at first. She was regarded as the ride or die wife, extremely emotional, devoted, and the type of woman who would sacrifice everything for those she cared about. Given the prevalence of toxic breakups and cheating scandals in the reality TV industry, people frequently commended her marriage to Doug for its longevity and dedication. Viewers couldn't take their eyes off of Doug and her as they renewed their vows each year. Jackie's marriage was not the only factor in her notoriety. She was unpredictable too. You never knew what she would say or do next.
Neck and ragdoll your ass.
Do it. Listen.
That's what I'll do. I'm not going to. I'm not going to, but you're not going to threaten me. Now, hush, Shaunie, hush. Stand down. Stay out of it. This is me and her.
You turn up on her after she just...
No. What I'm going to do is have a conversation with her. You can stay out of it.
Girl.
Like I stayed out of yours. Stay out of it.
Okay.
Crying over a sincere confession and then flipping a table or throwing a drink in a matter of minutes. This unpredictable nature kept fans talking and made producers wealthy. Here's the twist though. The same bizarre things that made her the show's star continued as the seasons progressed. Slowly, interest began to wane. Once enjoyable activities became monotonous and even exhausting. When Basketball Wives LA merged with the original Basketball Wives cast, Jackie was the only original LA cast member who remained. That demonstrated her ability to maintain her fame, but it also made her much more visible, and her admirers began to take notice of her actions more intently than before. She became the negative energy instead of the enjoyable chaos. People began to question her loyalty. Her outbursts, which once seemed passionate, now seemed like manipulation or desperation, and her relationships with other women ended more often than they improved.
And let this bitch sit here and talk to me. Don't call her no bitch, Shaunie. Stop.
She ain't a bitch. The only weirdo is you, bitch.
Bye.
Not standing up for your daughter when every person here is dead part behind them with the kid but you. Be a mother, bitch. Red ass bitch.
I ain't got a problem with it, bitch. I ain't got a problem with it.
Season after season, however, she remained. However, how did Jackie's behavior become the type of drama that causes viewers to turn off their screens? After discussing Jackie Christie's ascent to fame and the reasons behind it, let's discuss why so many of her admirers are criticizing her. This has been ongoing for some time. It has taken years to develop, filled with many arguments, treacheries, and awkward family situations. Let's dissect it. One is the altercation with Evelyn Lozada. This was no minor drama. It got really intimate. When Jackie made hurtful remarks about Evelyn's daughter, Shais, their long-running argument reached a breaking point. It was more than just going too far. That was the end of it. When Jackie questioned Evelyn about her parenting style and referred to her daughter as a builder, fans were appalled. Naturally, Evelyn, who is prone to losing her temper easily, clapped back. However, Jackie made matters worse by refusing to back down and by making even more statements. This wasn't amusing or enjoyable, even for those who once liked Jackie. I questioned how far she would go to obtain screen time because it was cruel. The loyalty switch is the second. Right now, Jackie's inability to remain faithful to anyone, not even Duffy, who recently joined the show, is one of the main grievances fans have against her. Jackie acts friendly one moment, then causes trouble the next. After giving you a smile, she will privately tell your adversary everything you said. To make matters worse, she frequently gaslights people by acting shocked when they approach her and saying things like, "I was just trying to help," or "I didn't say that." Now the audience can see right through it. No longer funny or cute, it attempts to dominate you. She's mastered the art of stirring up trouble, not in a way that wins people over, but rather in a way that undermines relationships and betrays trust. The insane explosions. Although Jackie has always been emotional, in recent years her tantrums have escalated into complete breakdowns that interrupt entire episodes. She frequently throws bottles, yells in people's faces, and threatens to leave the show in the middle of a scene, and not in a nice way. Do you recall Jackie's outburst during the Sacramento trip when she claimed that no one respected her? When she stormed off screaming that she was the franchise's queen? The women were shocked by what they saw. The trip devolved into a shouting match once more rather than them becoming closer or discussing their issues. The drama on demand trend has irritated fans. As soon as Jackie feels excluded or questioned, she will ruin any peaceful moment at any group outing. There is no longer any interest in the chaos. It wears me out. The problematic mother-daughter relationship, the most painful and difficult aspect to witness, is most likely Jackie's strained relationship with her eldest daughter. Over time, fans have witnessed the cracks widen. Takari has frequently claimed that her mother treated her differently than her younger siblings, particularly in regards to support and skin tone. Evelyn provided financial assistance when Takari's child was burned in a daycare accident because Jackie was unable to do so. That was a significant shift. Instead of expressing regret or making an effort to mend the relationship, Jackie became defensive and took the criticism personally. Her refusal to accept responsibility shocked a lot of people. For a woman who talks about loyalty and family values, to disregard her own daughter's needs was the height of hypocrisy. And this is where fans actually discuss it. In recent episodes, Jackie has been emphasizing her youngest daughter, Chantel. However, it's making people feel bad rather than improving her appearance. They claim that Jackie appears more focused on maintaining her control and image than developing genuine relationships with others. By having one daughter and leaving another behind, some believe she is attempting to alter her legacy. Let's be truthful with ourselves. TV is interesting because of its drama, but even when you're not on camera, it's easy to overdo it and make it totally unlikable. It appears that Jackie Christie crossed that line a long time ago. When the producers say cut, the chaos we witness on TV continues. Her relationships with the cast and crew, her public persona, and her real life have all been impacted. Let's discuss the negative events that took place Jackie has been coping with. The backlash from one fan is at an all-time high. Jackie's messy drama and shocking one-liners may have made her a fan favorite, but times have changed since then. On Instagram, Reddit, and Twitter, fans are labeling her unwatchable, toxic, and dull. There are entire threads discussing her contradictions and inconsistencies. People claim that she alters the plot, fabricates scenes, and worst of all, makes everything about her. How does Jackie remain on the show? In every episode, Jackie seems to be looking for a fight. As soon as she enters, the atmosphere shifts, and it's not a positive one. Even those who have been with them for a long time are departing. You can tell something's amiss when your own fans begin to question your role in the franchise. Second, being the only member of the cast, let's discuss what happens, or rather, what doesn't happen behind the scenes. In recent seasons, Jackie's loneliness on screen has become painfully obvious. Once surrounded by friends and allies, she is now frequently excluded from group discussions, denied travel invitations, and shunned at significant occasions. Take the Palm Springs trip, for instance. Jackie has a tendency to dominate conversations and disrupt calm gatherings, so the women purposefully avoided her when planning events. Even when she is invited, the atmosphere shifts, and Brandy Brooke and even Malaysia, who have had both positive and negative experiences with Jackie, are now avoiding her. As soon as she walks into a scene, the tension starts to build. Individuals cease to smile and converse fear, not drama. It's difficult for the third producer to balance her presence. When it comes to production, Jackie has two sides. She does add drama, yes. She does give sound bites, yes. However, the drama is now influencing the cast interviews, the filming schedule, and the promotional materials, in addition to the on-screen content. According to those familiar with the show, the producers are becoming irate. If Jackie doesn't like the plot, she reportedly won't film certain scenes. According to reports, she has argued with the crew about her portrayal, requested re-edits, and left the set multiple times. Working with her is becoming more and more difficult. She wants to be the center of attention all the time, according to an insider, and when she isn't, she causes trouble until she is. In addition to being infuriating, this type of behavior is expensive. Additionally, the network might begin to question whether Jackie is worth the trouble as the show gains popularity with new, younger cast members and new plot lines. For harm to the public's perception outside of Basketball Wives, outside of the reality show bubble, Jackie Christie's reputation has taken a hit, particularly in relation to appearances and brand endorsements. Jackie has had difficulty converting her TV fame into podcasts, fashion lines, or lifestyle brands because of her erratic public persona. Compared to other reality stars, this is unique. Sponsors fear embarrassment. Podcasts are unsure if they want to feature her. Even her social media activity has significantly decreased as a result of fans posting more negative than positive comments. She has also struggled with relationship advice, life coaching, and public speaking. People question how someone who struggles to maintain relationships with friends and family can assist others in their daily lives. It went viral when Jackie claimed to be a motivational speaker while arguing with every other cast member in one season. It created memes with TikToks and innumerable parodies that don't do her justice. Five Redemption seems so far off. This is the harsh reality. It's possible that Jackie Christie went too far to go back. Indeed, reality stars constantly transform their identities. It's true that villains can change into heroes, but Jackie's story remains unchanged and is stuck in a rut. Betray, blow up, deny, and repeat. The fans are pleading for more. Jackie still desires chaos, not even the enjoyable kind, while the rest of the cast wants peace. She could lose the entire franchise in addition to her friends if she doesn't decide to change her mind quickly. Even when there isn't any drama in her cast, Jackie Christie's problematic relationship with her daughter, Chantel, has always drawn criticism, and now everyone can see that tension painfully clearly once more. Longtime Basketball Wives viewers are familiar with this plot, but as viewers discover more about the emotional strain between Jackie and Chantel, especially in light of recent appearances and interviews, the public's outrage is greater than ever. Let's give you the whole story and discuss why viewers claim this is the most difficult part of the entire show. A year of stress and unavoidable past for years, Jackie and Chantel's strained relationship has been getting worse and worse. In the first few seasons, what began as subliminal clues evolved into open altercations, charges, and obvious emotional suffering. Fans might recall Chantel's initial appearance on Basketball Wives when she discussed how difficult it was for her to get along with her mother. She claimed that Jackie was giving her preferential treatment over her siblings, particularly her daughter Takari, who has also made upsetting allegations of emotional neglect and partiality. Living with Jackie, according to Chantel, was like constantly having to tread carefully. She claimed that Jackie was more concerned with appearances than with the actual conditions of their house. She claimed that she only appears when cameras are on. Chantel stated in an interview that she's a completely different person behind closed doors. People took notice and they weren't pleased with what they saw. 2. Making amends or repairing your reputation. In the latest season, Jackie abruptly welcomed Chantel back into the family through touching talks, family dinners, and mother-daughter bonding experiences. Here's the problem. Though people don't think it's true, supporters are referring to this action as damage control, claiming that Jackie is utilizing Chantel's presence to improve her image in the face of mounting cast and audience criticism. These scenes have been described as feeling staged, overly staged, and unauthentic. Comments like "it's giving PR stunt" are common on Reddit and YouTube. Chantel only visits Jackie when she needs to get a makeover. It was less like a mother-daughter moment and more like a press handshake. Even worse, Chantel frequently appears uneasy in scenes. She avoids eye contact, smiles nervously, or remains oddly silent while Jackie speaks. Supporters claim that if this is supposed to demonstrate growth, it isn't working. 3. The Jackie Christie case continues to have repercussions. Jackie's other daughter, Takari, has made some very serious and heartbreaking claims over the years, so discussing her reputation as a mother would be incomplete. Takari has publicly stated that her mother treated her like a burden and neglected and ignored her. In a now famous podcast interview, Takari claimed that Jackie only visited her at significant life events when a camera crew was present and didn't visit her in the hospital following a serious health scare. She even wrote a book titled Lights to Her Shadow about her difficult childhood. She describes how Jackie's image made her feel unworthy, invisible, and pushed aside. That leads us back to fans believe Jackie is attempting to alter the Chantel story to prevent further criticism, particularly in light of Takari's online revelations. However, this is the point at which things worsen for performative parenting philosophies. The internet believes that. Many people believe that Jackie's scenes with Chantel aren't real, but rather are a part of her carefully crafted mother brand, which she's attempting to promote now that her popularity has declined. Jackie's social media captions have shifted from being glitzy and dramatic to being more realistic, with phrases like "family first" and "always healing starts at home." To me, my daughters are everything. However, many claim that this is merely a show, particularly given Jackie's long history of refusing calls to discuss her failed relationships honestly. Some claim that she used her daughters as props to win people over or soften her harsh public persona. Additionally, people become online detectives when they witness Chantel complying. Her body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice are all analyzed and interpreted by others as though she's grudgingly agreeing. She's obviously unhappy. It's really strange that Jackie is trying to act like they're close. 5, where's the truth? What does that signify for us then? According to some admirers, Jackie genuinely wants to amend her relationships. Although some believe it's too little too late, she has been humbled by the criticism and the age reflection. They claim that Jackie would change in private rather than in front of a camera if she truly wanted to, and being genuine is the larger issue. Is Jackie coming up with another scheme, or is she finally acknowledging the damage she has caused? In any case, this story is being closely watched and isn't